There we go. Alright. Let me do these little checking around and everything. We're just gonna check on Discord, see if the boss has done their stuff and things. I really hate when I see this kind of shit. And check things here real quick. Alright. I'll do this little random quest thing on Discord, just fucking watch, have the video play, get some orbs. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. It's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome to a bit of an early installment of Elden Ring Night Rain. Today is the start of my active week of streaming for this week, and I decided to do some more Elden Ring Night Rain. Mainly because I play a little bit of Dead by Daylight. Something was like sometime Sunday night or whatever. I was attempting to do a little bit of a thing where I was trying like to do. I think it was like the last little challenges in order to get like the final little reward thing from the Black Banquet event and everything. Which I still don't know what the hell happened. Cause I could have sworn, right? That I had done everything. It's like I got I got the notifications and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden it's like I check my stuff, and it's like it just like at the last minute it gets extended. It's like there was more added to it or something. So I was like, well, I guess I'll try and do that for Tuesday, and then I'll just play some more Night Rain from for Monday. Go from there. Now the reason why I'm doing my stream a little bit earlier than normal today is because I'm not really doing much of anything, and I was just like, you know what, why not try to do things sooner rather than later? So possibly, quote unquote, there may be a second stream. I don't know. Depends on depends on how I feel. But yeah, we're gonna be doing more of our Guardian's abilities build, or the Guardian build, whatever you want to call it. And we are continuing to be, Knight Solaire, or Guardian Solaire, as I like to call them. Which, speaking of, that's why I've called myself, the name thing, because I am Solaire, I am donned in the Knight Solaire attire, or Sunlight Knight attire, whatever you want to call it. And I am a Guardian bird. Was that though? No. I think like this is probably about the closest you can do. I think this is probably about the closest you can do to like a praise the sun emote type of thing. but yeah, today we're gonna be doing more, main game bosses and everything. Um, it's kind of like a little fun run, just see how the builds that I've made over time, have work out and everything. And the reason why this is called a Guardian's abilities build, well, I want to show you for one. So I pretty much just called it just a Guardian build, and I'm using Guardian's Goblet, which has 2 blues and a green. So, um, the first one that I'm using is Witch's Brooch, which has 2 things for Guardian, where it has solely restore nearby allies' HP while art is active, and successful guards send out shockwaves while ability is active, and +3 to vigor. Now, no matter if you have this, or, no matter if you have this one or the cracked Witch's Brooch version, they both give out the same, which I thought was, I don't know, like, I kind of thought it was, I kind of thought it was interesting. Hello. But yeah, I kind of thought it was interesting because it's like, you had, you had like 2 outcomes in the story, and, no matter what you do, they both give you the same thing with both of the same abilities. And sorry if you hear me double there, I like to sometimes check my stream on my phone, see how everything's looking and sounding. But yeah, that's a build that that's a relic that you can be able to get from doing Guardian's Remembrance. I believe the key spot, if you will, is when you decide to either like spare the recluse for finding out that she had, that she had taken out your flock clan, or you decide to kill her and everything. Which to me, I let her live. So yeah. Next up is a blue Grand Drizzly scene where it has thing for Guardian where it increases the duration of character skill, +2 in vigor, and partial HP restoration upon post damage attack. And the last one, oops, I hit the wrong thing. And the last one is a green Grand Trinkle scene where it has creates whirlwind while charging halberd attacks. Character skill cooldown reduction +2, and ultimate art L charge +3. So, from the research and stuff that I've done, each character has like their own little unique set of abilities. Some of them, have their own little thing specifically for them, while others may or may not may not have something that can be used by everyone. So with all the relics and stuff you can go to get, there's 2 characters that can actually have half of their abilities on one relic, which is Wilder and Guardian. So let's see here. like, excuse me. Yeah, so this is pretty much the thing right here. When it has for Wilder, where it has like 2 abilities here for him, and then 1 ability here, and an ability for there. So there's that. But yeah, so that's the build. I'm actually gonna go 3-player because I've been kind of testing certain things, and like 1 player, just see how things go. Now, the way that things usually go with these kind of playthroughs is, I usually try to do 2 bosses per stream, because sometimes the queue time, because sometimes queuing up can feel like it can take a hot minute. And also, just going through each expedition themselves, it can take quite a bit because you have like like 2 days to try and gear up and everything. Get levels in, get some nice weaponry, or all other stuff, and then day 3 is when you fight the boss that you queued up for. Uh, but yeah, so I usually do things in trios mode. Mostly I've been known to play with a couple of randoms and everything. Um, I don't really do I don't really do party chats unless it's like with my friend Onyx, because he's the only one I really know well and trust and everything. But other than that, I do things that way, and depending on the outcome of things, will determine whether or not if I fully VOD stream, only make like one video as like a little stream highlight thing, and just keep it on Twitch for the time being, or if I don't do anything with it at all. Now, last time that we did our thing, we went up against Sentient Pest and Augur, so now we're going to be queuing up against Equilibrious Beast and Dark Drift Knight. Now, currently, as of right now, for this week, there is the Everdark Drift Knight, as I like to call him. Basically, it is basically, for those that don't know, there's the majority of the bosses are not final bosses, so like no Night Aspect, so like no Everdark Nightlord, no Everdark Night Aspect, and no Everdark Dreadlord. But everyone else has an Everdark Summon version where it has like um, a new phase that's even more devastating than their main stuff. And in this case, we have Everdark Tricephalos, Everdark Drift Knight, as I like to call them, and Everdark Caligo. Now, the way that things usually go is like if I can be able to, get into a session like against Equilibrious Beast, aka Libra, and have a successful run there, and then have a thing with Dark Drift Knight. Then that will be a stream that I VOD full from start to finish. However, if I can only get into one of the sessions, but not the other, or I don't have like a successful run against the other, the one I do have a success thing on, then I pretty much make it into like a stream highlight video and just like just have that some little thing, and then keep it on Twitch for the time being. But if we can't be able to do anything from like getting it into any sessions or making any progress, to get to the bosses and everything, then that's when I will not VOD stream. So basically, chances are, like if things don't go well, then I consider it to be a failure of a run for that attempt, and then maybe like I'll do things at another time. Okay. Revi and Car. And sometimes, when these little fun runs, as I like to call them, sometimes, I might think of like a random little name to call myself, sometimes, whether it be like, Guardian Solaire, Nightlords Boreas, Secret Second, or maybe do something, based on the build that I'm doing. Like, when I did my 5th build with Raider, I called myself Fisting McPunch'em, because, fist, punch, But yeah, we'll see how things go with this. I'm I'm glad that we managed to actually get into a Libra session pretty quickly because sometimes you never know exactly if to when or if you'll actually get into a session. And it looks like we got Routed Woods. This is pretty interesting. Okay. Interesting little thing for eat that. Through skill attack power. I'll take it from now. Cause fuck it, why not? Alright. Basically, there's two Golem Great Bows. Have different things on them. So I guess I'll just take that for now. Flash. I'll take it because it has Golden Vow on, and also it's holy. Even though Libra's main effective weakness is madness, there are some other little things that you can be able to use kind of as a secondary. Sometimes you can be able to use sometimes you can be able to use holy. Sometimes you can be able to maybe use poison or scarlet rot. So the fact that we actually have scarlet rot, rotted woods and all that. I'll take that, sure. Put that there. 63, 69. Okay, so I believe we have Crucible Knights. This should be interesting. I'd say probably FP because I don't know for sure if we're actually gonna be getting the direct. I partially don't know if we're gonna be like really lucky to even you know, if we're gonna be able, like, you know, to get a okay, hit my heal, please. Thank you. Review tough. That's what we got here, so I'm gonna get ready to stamina recovery speed. Alrighty. All kinds of craziness over here, happening there. My word, I'm getting a lot of gravity processes. Full shot keep got here. We got something big and bold we moving around, big and stumpy. Alright, level 9. Sources Rise unlocked. Push stick up here, especially if you hear a certain little sound. Ew. Through incantations, not really useful. But I'll take it anyway. So we got up here. I'll take it for the hell of it, I guess. I don't know why, but I was getting like just this feeling at my headset. It's like all over. Yeah, it's better than the incantation thing. Alright, we'll check over here. Apparently so. Alright. 5 feet. Lord crab. Physical attack. Wee-oo. I say go away, I mean go away. Take that. See that one, wind it back. See that one, wind it back. Alright, level 10. I'll get the sack. Oh, I can get a, alright. Welcome to all this. I'm a swinger for the LA Lakers. Nice. They're all nice. I guess I'll get this one. Yeah. A little bit left, maybe about. Do that, wind back. Do that, wind back. I'm supposing that we're probably going to go up top. Ew, that's the... Out there's the Black Blade Kindred. They suck. They suck major arts. Oh, we got the Demi-Human Queen. A sucky ass Ash of War, but okay, so we got a Noster thing. So yeah, for those that don't know about how this thing is, so Noster will it's not on like every single thing, but like when it appears, you see a little like whirlwind type looking thing, and if you get caught in that, then essentially you lose a level. And each time you're in that, out like so. You lose some runs, but also you lose a level, and it's very fucking frustrating. Because let's say for example that I don't know. You lose a level or two from Noster, but then all of a sudden, you end up dying, so you lose an additional level. So like, it's like you lose an additional level as well. Ew. Oh, fuck you. Get him! Ew. Dragon Herbert. Oh, you bitch. I was about to end that. Land Slam. Keep it for now, anything. Yeah, because you know we were over there and everything like that. You know, I wanted to try, you know, get possibly a holy weapon because, like I said, you know, there's, you know, like there's that, you know, ultimate possibility of like, you know, you not be able to find something that you're gonna, you know, give madness, you know, and everything. So, unless of course, you know, yeah, the only way I say, like, you know, unless you get like really lucky, is if like you know you do make a little deal with Libra before the fight, and you know he gives you an enhanced armament, and then well, you know, we got Vike's War Spear, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimate thing that we really needed. So now I do believe you'll find we are good to go. You got a funny angle. Ow. Modern Herbert. Why you do this to me, game? Why you do this to me? It's like, why you do this to me, game? So many options. And I wish I could carry more. Matou! Hell yeah. Alright, we're on max level. That's look at our health bar too. Very nice, very nice. I'm gonna take that, actually. Even though it would have been nice to, get a weapon that deals Scarlet Rot, but sometimes it is, like, sometimes it is to be expected. Speaking of rotted weapons, something tells me it's going to be Dead Rat Bird. You know what, I'm gonna take more HP, because look at that health bar. Cause like, damn, look at that health bar bit. Alright. Alright, so got Vikes War Sphere, has Madness. So I'd say, you know, I say like whatever happens, happens. As far as, you know, if anyone makes it, you know, decides to do a deal. Deal or no deal. I'd say though, like I got pretty nice stuff. I got a holy thing, got, you know, Vikes War Sphere for Madness, and I got a bow with his scarlet rope. was saying, I had a lot of health too. Alright, let's see. So, keep that for now. So, and so. Okay, so got through Libra, first attempt. Got a nice little, quick little thing in as well. So gotta love it. So what we're gonna try and do now is we're gonna try and see if I get about getting into regular Dark Drift Night. See how that goes. And then we might, as a little bit of a random bonus, we might, we might like, test Everdark. We might test like Everdark Drift Night. Try that most, like find ones that are, like the big ones. Seal Peku. A lot of green. Yeah, I got like so many fucking things to mark. Ooh, I like that. I haven't really used a thing like that in a while, but if I had something a little bit different from the lightning damage negation out, then probably would have kept that. Same with that, because it's like, like if that had like rain arrows or something like that, then I probably would have kept it because because like your plus one additional character skill use. Cause I'd say like at most, if I'm lucky, the thing I'd like to see is like maybe plus one additional character skill use, change the command armor skill thing, random arrows, and maybe something with like like dex or if I'm very lucky enough to get something with a bow, like like maybe like improved bow attack power. Maybe like like improved bow attack power, or have something that maybe like have something that has like a nice starting armament deals X thing here. Soldiers of Faith. see if we can get queued up in a regular Dark Drift Night Expedition. But yeah. Alright, 2F3. You know the one thing I've kind of, noticed, as for quite a while now. I've not really seen anyone do like random duos in Night Rain. I remember when when duos recently had gotten up. I remember when the duos update had you know how they got introduced in the Night Rain. I was actually kind of lucky to do a little thing because I believe that's when I did my little adventure of adventures over Raider and Arando. I believe that's someone that I've come across before. The Overmat. Sometimes it's kind of random when you come across someone you've met before. Oh, it's the executor. So, okay. How should we be?
Oi.
How else should we be? Out of a way, you're doing it dirty. Okay, so we do need to do some stuff with things with lightning. It wasn't me, I tell ya. Not while I leave. Okay, who don't open up the thing? Damn, dude, don't die on this yet. Ow. Let's see, we also got special merch. Monsieur Special Merch. Oh boy! I do believe you'll see a different bird. I honestly don't want to feed the red bird. It's scary. We do have a couple of lightning places. Just a matter of